Welcome to the second part of the Minecraft plugin tutorial series. Today we're going to go and actually execute or make our own command. So I'm gonna kind of get my sheet notes up here. So basically, first of all, what we're gonna do is we are gonna do a command handler. So we're gonna create a new Java class called command handler.java. This is the way I usually do it. So in the command handler, it's going to be a public class and it will implement command executioner or executor. Yeah. And then we're going to do, and we're going to override on command. So we're going to override the boolean on command. And on command, we'll take in a command sender, which we're going to call sender, a command, which we're going to call command. It's pretty simple. And a string, which will be called label, and also an array of strings, which will be called arguments, which will be the arguments that you can pass. We're going to see what error this gives us. Seems like we have to maybe import this. There we go. We should remove this. And this will now be give us an error because it doesn't return anything. So we're just going to return true. There we go. Now it won't give us any more errors. Anyway, so right now we can actually right now we have created a method on the class which handles a new command. So if we then want to check what kind of command the player put in, we can actually do that by, first of all, we can do like an if statement, and we can check if command dot equals command dot so let's see here. I'm gonna have to get my sheets up again. Okay, it's command dot get name. So it's command dot get name. We're gonna get the command string name, and then we want to do dot equals. If we want to ignore the case, we can do dot equals ignore case, and then whatever our command is. So I want my command to be register. So if that is the case, so we can return false. If that is the case, we want to check if the player is a player or the command sender is a player. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna actually check if, actually we will do that in this if statement. We'll check if command dot sender, no, actually we'll check if sender, and if that is an instance of the type player, which we'll import from the Bukkit API. And if that is the case, we can move on. Else we can actually and do this. Else we can do we can log something, but I'm actually gonna wait for that because we're gonna set that up later. Actually, we can do, never mind, we can do that right now because we have something called logger. So we're gonna get the plugin dot logger. It's okay, it's this private, so we just make it public dot logger. Wait, why does this public class login dot logger? Do we have, well, that's kind of strange actually. Let's see if we remove final. Can we do that? Shouldn't impact it, right? Yeah, okay, it did. And then we're going to do logger.info and command not found. I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of new to Java, so this is pretty much, I have limited Java experience, but I have the fundamentals, hopefully. Anyways, we are then gonna do command not found. This will then like run for every command, which we don't really want, but we can do it for demonstrational purposes. And yeah, so then we want to create our play, or then we want to save the sender as a player, because we might want to interact with it as a player. And keep in mind, senders can be both servers or players. So now we know. Holy shit, my GitHub Copilot is going crazy. Well, anyway. So what we want to do is that we want to get the new password. So we're gonna get the first argument as the password. So we're gonna do string password equals args.0, which means that the first argument that we pass to register will be our password. So if we then log something, we can do plugin.logger.info, and we will do, yeah, actually let's do that. Register player with password and whatever password. And we can also remove this because this will be really annoying. Let's return false. There we go. And yeah, and then we can send out a message to the player. So if we do player.send, not send map, we want to do player.send message. We can send a message like trying to register your account. There we go. And if we now compile it, it won't work because we have to do one more thing, or actually we have to do two more things. The first thing is that we actually have to register the command handler. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna do inside our plugin, we are gonna create a private command handler. Private command handler, which we'll call command handler. And inside the enable function, we're actually gonna assign the command handler to new command handler. And I don't think we have to pass anything to this. No, we don't. I don't know why GitHub Copilot tried to pass anything. But anyway, then we're gonna do get command register, and we want to set the executioner to command handler. So whenever they type register as a command, we're gonna execute the on command function inside this. And here we might check maybe if the command is something different, then we'll have to do something else. But for now, it's just easy to have one command. Anyway, so when we're done with this, we are actually probably able to type in the command. But before we do that, now I remembered, you have to go into the plugin.yml, where you define like the properties or the metadata of the plugin, and then we have to define the commands. So if we're doing commands, and then we can type whatever our command is, the next line, and making just an indent or press tab once. So this command will have a description of create a new account. Create a new account with a password. And if we are now we can now do usage, and we can have just register, and then we want to register with the password. And we can have an alias called R maybe, and then I guess we'll have to put this inside these square brackets because yeah, I'm not really sure, but that's the way I've done it. Yeah, and we can also actually add ourselves as the author. So if we do author, or actually authors, we can add Oli Thunberg, which is my name. There we go. And now we should be able to compile this. So if we go on to package and we hit the play button, we should be able to package it. So let's see. This should be here. And as you can see, it's created at the current time. Oh, something that was not supposed to. Let's see here. We're gonna remove this because I think I copied the wrong thing. Move to bin, and then we're gonna drag in the new jar file into our plugins folder. We're gonna hit replace, and then we will do rl confirm inside our server. So in here it should now say loaded. It should say that it has loaded our plugin, which we all hope, but it did not. Commands are of wrong type. Plugin description files, that's really weird. But we will check that out. Does it have to do with our usage? Let's see. Actually, we will do command. There we go. Oh, yeah, of course. Commands, we will have to describe what command this is. So, this, I'm sorry, this will be register. We will do a colon and we will indent this. And now we'll try to package it again. Do the same procedure. Gonna drag it in, hit replace, reload the server. And we're gonna start up Minecraft in the latest version, or in whatever version your server is currently. So if we now check, there should not be any errors, which there aren't, there isn't. So then we will check. If I connect to my server, oops, it did give me, oh, okay, that's not that plugin. So if we now do register and then the password, it says trying to register password to your account. And it actually typed out my password here, which is password. It's a bit unfortunate that it says password, but if we do this, you can see that this is clearly my password. Obviously, you should never ever type out your password like in the logs. It's, yeah, don't ever do that. So what we then might want to do is actually to encrypt the password, or actually what we have to do is encrypt the password. But this I will do in the next tutorial. So I hope that you have enjoyed this second one, and with this you have set up a basic project with like basically, yeah, you're handling commands, and you can add how many commands you want by just following kind of the same pattern that we have done already. So that's great and all. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. And in the meanwhile, bye bye.